Well, here's a neat one. For those of you that maybe did a little DIY speaker box building, we're going to jazz it up by adding a strip of LED lights to the inside. You're going to want to line them up on the outer rubber ring to the speaker cones. Rubber because it's the most flexible part. You're going to have to use a little bit of glue that might damage the other more sensitive parts of the cone. So the rubber ring it is. And the first thing we've got to do is set up our connectors. Here we go. So you are going to require a soldering gun, a little solder iron, solder, however you say it. You're going to need it, as well as some glue, and set them up equidistant all the way around the outside of the frame of the back of the speaker cone. And then here we are going to attach the 2 prongs that are going to be receiving the power from the speaker power source and then sending them through our transistors and through cables around to all the LEDs. Wire stripper. There you go, get those soldered in place. And then we're going to strip away and cut the wire at strategic points so it's easy to actually twist it together in small sections across this area. So there you go. And a quick tip there is you can always just cut the wire, the wire casing, and then just give the casing a tug, exposing just enough of the wire for your solder job there. So now we've gone around all the way one time, and now we're going to need to do the same thing in the other direction, or the same way depending on which direction you decide to start with. And we're going to connect each one of these now as we make our way around. Make sure there's no loose wires, no crossed connections, otherwise this isn't going to work and you've got the potential for a bit of a fire hazard. A little bit of glue to make sure that it's secured in place. And that's important because, as we know, this being the base, it is going to vibrate a lot. So you want this definitely secured in place. Looks like it's just about ready to go. Now it's time for wiring it to the power supply. There you go, and we'll connect it to the power supply that's inside the actual woofer cabinet. You wouldn't even know it's there, or you won't, at least until we hit the lights. Check that out. What a neat effect. What color would you go with? White to just burst through the color of the actual rubber ring. That's what we went, but you've got all the options you can think of. We'd love to see evidence of your projects if you decided to take this one on. Give the video a like or a share, or please do drop us pics and vids of your creations below.